grown to appreciate over the past 20 years plus. He's been a wonderful advocate for justice and social justice in our communities. He's been on the front lines. I think there's no other person that's qualified as we need his leadership right now, especially in the city of Springfield, and covered and surrounded with this great executive board. The Reverend Talbot Swan will do a fine job as president. So Commissioner Julian Tynes will come and administer the oath, and there'll be the passing of the baton by the past president, Reverend Swan and Commissioner Julian.
I'm going to ask you to raise your right hand. I'm going to ask you to repeat after me. I, Talbot Swan,
I, Talbot Swan,
do solemnly swear to discharge
do solemnly swear to discharge,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
the responsibilities of the office in the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People,
responsibilities in the office for the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People,
in accordance with its Constitution and bylaws,
in accordance with its Constitution and bylaws,
and the decisions of its governing bodies.
and the decisions of its governing bodies.
I dedicate myself anew to its principles of equality and justice
Dedicate myself anew to its principles of equality and justice
under the law.
under the law.
I shall always try to keep the goals of the NAACP above any purely personal or individual interest that might hinder the attainment of these goals.
Let's chop that in half.
Okay? Understood. I shall try always to keep the goals of the NAACP
I shall always try to keep the goals of the NAACP
above any purely personal or individual interest
above any purely personal or individual interest
that might hinder the attainment of these goals.
that might hinder the attainment of these goals.
I ask the continued help
I ask the continued help
of Almighty God in keeping this pledge.
of Almighty God in keeping this pledge.
Congratulations.